News right now. Aaron Fitzgerald's in Chopper 2 over the scene of a pursuit. Aaron, what do you know about this?
He is wanted for a crime committed earlier. They haven't said specifically what that crime is over the radio.
Ask the chopper, where is he? We don't know where it is.
Where you are, what's your location? 5 to 10.
Nobody else has got this.
Here we go again, back northbound on Hollywood Way. Those are pursuit.
Stay with it. Look, he's going down the wrong way.
And crossing.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Turn that tape off.
And we're on the air.
This city is 480 square miles. As a news person, you have to be able to look over every square mile of this place and say, well, what is news?
LA is the place to be in the local news business.
It's always very busy here in Los Angeles.
This is KCBS, Channel 2, the CBS station in Los Angeles.
Right now in Los Angeles.
For years, it's been the third-place news station in LA. But it's still pretty near the top of the heap in the local news business.
Can you tell us what it was like in there?
This is the story of the people climbing that heap, the people who tell LA's stories.
3, 2.
Working to cover the news and build careers in the most competitive news town on earth.
My name is Larry Perrette, and I'm the news director at KCBS. I'm the chief executive officer of the news department, essentially.
On today. Charles Stewart, executive producer.
Good morning, Mr. Perrette. How are you today?
It's a lot of fun to work in Los Angeles if you're a news person. Lots going on.
We have that in
We're able to attract some of the best and the brightest people in the country. There's no question about it. It's great. The writers,
You know, and that story could be your lead.
the producers,
Wally, call the desk. Wally, call the desk.
the assignment editors,
Elias, we're breaking out of there. Call the desk.
the reporters.
Can anyone even tell that my hair is darker?
The anchors.
It looks
You can't tell?
It's my news department. Those are my people. And most of what's going on is a product of my team of people.
Yeah, I just want to get a quick little meeting on that 11 o'clock.
We get into the office. We have our story meeting in the morning, kind of the first look at what's going on.
I mean, I just want to know more about it.
God love you.
All right.
God bless you.
All right. So, what do you got?
All right, so we have this wild bus crash this morning, and we'll be live there on the scene.
So that's good. It's just 6 o'clock. We have some weird weather going on.
Weather.
I like that.
It's been rainy.
Well,
It's been chilly.
It's not typical.
It'll be miserable tomorroor.
Why? It's not miserable.
It's just going to be rainy and wet and 2 inches.
How do you know?
This
Well, because that's what we report here.
It is what it is.
It's a bad day of news here in Los Angeles.
Well, look, the good news is 2.5 more hours. A lot can happen.
So I got
The news hunt is on. Faced with 5 hours of TV to fill every single day, this team has to work the information network. Calling sources, scanning the papers, checking police and fire radios.
Okay, action.
Anything to find the next big story.
My name is Jonathan Elias. And you want a top story? You're looking for something to top line?
Yeah.
I got into this completely by accident.
What's the latest on Pakistan and India?
I originally wanted to fly jets in the Air Force. That was a dream of mine.
I don't know that we have any cameras.
Same adrenaline rush, though.
Hello, newsroom.
A caller phones in a news tip, and the CBS team swings into action.
Okay, here's the deal. The satellite is down, affecting all of the pager carriers in the United States. Can you do a phone report with us right now?
Major pager problem in America. We're going to go live to somebody from Air Touch.
Some satellite is broken, and pager service is out all over the city.
Well, communication satellite has shut down for reasons I'm not quite sure of.
We got to put somebody on it.
Their main satellite is down. They have a backup satellite that another paging company uses. They're trying now to uplink to that satellite. This guy was telling me it's not a matter, he hopes it's a matter of hours, it could be a matter of days. Their engineers are frantic. They've notified hospitals, they've notified cops, they've notified everybody who's important, told them what's going on.
To strategize what you're going to put on television in 18 minutes.
18 minutes until the news hits the air. To cover the breaking story, the whole newscast has to be reshuffled.
The rush is that you want to get on the air as quickly as possible with the best information that you have. We had like minutes to go. I don't trust information coming to me from anybody but the person I have on the phone who identifies himself as the chief operating engineer of that satellite. So we're talking about millions of people who have pagers no longer work right now. And we're talking about thousands of dishes have to now be re-aimed.
Remember, you're off the top of the news, okay? You're off the top.
Sorry, can we? Thanks. I'll come back for you, Howard. Thanks. There were a couple voices I heard in the background going, "We're never going to make this." You know, this is going to be a little touch and go, but we'll get. I know. Who's going to edit this? Who's editing this? That's when you say, "Oh, really?" You know, you love a challenge, and so you say, "We'll make it." This is big. You said they got 6 million satellites in his company alone. 6 million pagers. 5.5 million are gone.
No way. What do you got? What do you got?
I got a phone.
There's a negative in that. 5 points.
I mean, when you're up against it and there's no way you can pull it out, nothing more frustrating. This is a big deal. We got to cut this in a hurry.
The whole satellite is spinning out. The speculations it could be an asteroid.
There are two kinds of news, the kind that blows up in your face, the kind you have to dig for. Digging is the job of a rare and somewhat endangered breed of newshound, the investigative reporter.
I'm Drew Griffin, reporter in the Special Assignment Unit here at KCBS. I grew up in Chicago on the South Side, got into TV in college, and I've been through 7 stations in 6 different states. I love it, you know, I love the job, and I've always thought, gosh, what am I going to do when I grow up? I was hoping to be at a network level by this time in my career, but this is pretty good. I know a lot of guys at network that would love to have my job right now.
Okay.
You remember, like 3 months ago, that little kid died?
Tonight, we uncover an alarming number of fake doctors all across Southern California running illegal clinics.
What we're trying to do is go find fake doctors in the valley.
Okay.
Well, we heard about these places, and we know that the only real way to make an impact with television news is to catch it on tape. So you have to speak Spanish.
Así es, no problema.
We got 2 of our Spanish-speaking people to wear undercover gear and to go into the clinic and see what they could buy, what they could see, what they could find out.
What kind of undercover gear will I going to be taking?
A purse camera. Show her where we got to hook up the battery to that thing. I have always strived to do investigations because that's what I really love to do.
Okay, fantastic.
This is a fishing expedition. So we got all our bait and we're going fishing.
Everybody's pager is down. My daughter works for Aircheck Cellular. They're getting bombarded with phone calls. Their manager could do it. She said, try paging yourself. It doesn't work.
Give it about, let it run 20 seconds. He said some good things at the top.
The whole satellite is spinning out of control and it's useless.
Kill it. Let's go back to, you got it? I got to run. Yeah.
Speed means a lot when you're up against a deadline, but getting it right means even more.
I think we have a pretty awesome responsibility to maintain a level of control, and also you got to make sure that you have your facts. It's crazy behind the scenes, but then at the same time, you have to put a good face on it when you go on the air. You know, you wipe the sweat off your brow and just say, okay, here's what's happening.
Big stories developing. I can't finish this conversation right now. We'll talk after your shot. I gotta go now.
Please sit down 2 minutes.
You know you're going to make it because your face is going to be out there on television. I mean, you're sitting in the chair and the camera's right in front of you. That camera's going on. You better have something to say.
Our top story 6 is that breaking news right now. 90% of all pagers in this country are down. They are not operational. And some television stations are having transmission troubles, too. The cause is a satellite that's gone offline. Jonathan Elias is live in our newsroom with more on this breaking story. Jonathan.
Michael, I wish we had more information to tell you. What we can tell you is that a satellite in orbit that has been relied upon in the communications industry for a long time is not working. A satellite is not providing the kinds of resources that it normally does. Those are those times that just make you wonder, how did we do that? And you come away with something that looks halfway decent, and you feel like you won. We're going to be following the story. We'll have a lot more to tell you about coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. We'll go back to you now, Mike and Ann.
All right, Jonathan will have more on this breaking story as it comes in.
Got to be Lisa Dill.
22 minutes. It was assigned at 6:08, and we got it on 22 minutes later. Not bad.
You don't want to freak people out. You just want to inform folks.
Nice job, Lisa.
We were freaking out, and hopefully we came away just informing folks, you know. I like to think that. I'm probably getting calls from people saying, oh, my God.
Celebrations never last long in this business. The news machine must be fed constantly. Channel 2 goes to air with news at noon, 5, 6, and 11. But news doesn't always happen on schedule.
Somebody missed their slot. Was it you?
It probably may have been. I don't know. I mean, we literally sat down to start writing and editing this thing at 20 to, I started writing at 20 to 6.
I can never finish a sentence here because this is what news is like. Stand by. Hello, Stuart. You need the chopper again? I gotta move it now. Breaking news, bud. Breaking news now.
We begin with breaking news. It is happening right now. The SWAT team is at the Old Chasen's restaurant.
Charles, I'm going to move Charles Stewart. Can I move part of this?
We hope that he's still alive and
let's go to
can be saved.
Is that okay? Yeah, move.
Newsroom, Gretchen Carr,
My name is Gretchen Carr, and I'm an anchor and a reporter at KCBS.
Gretchen Carr is just going over in a neighborhood near Beverly Hills where there's shots were fired. A woman was screaming and SWAT's going, so we're going to go check it out.
I've been at KCBS for 4 months now. I'm brand new.
Gretchen Carr, our reporter, is on the way to the scene there.
Coming from Salt Lake City, which was a great television news market, but it was much slower paced. I'm still reeling in a way, kind of pinching myself going, wow, am I really here? And when did this happen?
Gretchen's assignment, get footage of the standoff, interview a cop, and go live from the scene for the 6 o'clock news.
All we know at this point is that they got a 911 call sometime this afternoon from someone in this vicinity, and that they reported hearing shots fired and then the sound of a woman screaming. We're at the lead at 6, and we've got now 12 minutes to turn this entire story around for 6 o'clock news.